We are going in now. Can you please unmute? All right. Welcome to this special broadcast of OurConvo. My name is Lebo Mmollamo, and tonight we are diving deep into the Eastern Cape Super 14 Rugby Tournament, the exciting and most competitive club rugby in the country. Tonight I'm joined by none other than Mr. Jordaan, the tournament director of the Eastern Cape Super 14 Rugby Tournament. Mr. Jordaan, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Lebo, and thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. Thanks.
All right. Before we dive into the Super 14, you can join the conversation by commenting down below. Comment down below, and also your questions, your predictions. Who is going to win the Super 14 this year? Is it going to be Trying Stars, or is it going to be Progress, or is it going to be Old Boys, or is it going to be Football Fort United? So stay tuned. We want those predictions and we want those comments. Do engage us. If you have any questions for Mr. Jordaan, do engage us. Yes, Mr. Jordaan, tell me, how does it feel to be part of such a historic tournament?
Lebo, I've been part of the steering committee for the last 8 years now. So I've been part of it for 8 years on a basis of with the referees, and also then now as an employee of Eastern Province Rugby as an administrator for Club Rugby.
Okay, all right. 8 years is quite a long time. Now, the Super 14, the Eastern Cape Super 14 is a widely respected tournament. You have unions like Boland and Gauteng, which are replicating the tournament. Now, what do you think makes the tournament stand out?
You will remember when we started off Super Rugby in the Eastern Cape, it was also expanded to Southwestern districts with 4 of Southwestern district clubs joining the Super 12 then, the Super 12 then. After the Super 12 was CSWD went away, it became an Eastern Province and border competition. The competition has grown so much within the Eastern Cape, and SA Rugby and other entities then saw this competition of EP and border has grown so much with the partnership of the Department of Sport as well as Eastern Cape Sports Confederation, and other unions have bought into what Eastern Province and border has done. And you will remember in 2023 the likes of Southwestern District had a club coming in as well as a club from Johannesburg, and this is where it all stems from that Eastern Cape Super 14 is the club competition that is the ranked the highest in the country. Yes.
All right. Since its inception about 13 years ago, what have been some of the biggest success stories of the Eastern Cape Super 14 Rugby Tournament?
I think the biggest is still that the competition belongs to the Eastern Cape people. That is the most important thing, that this competition belongs to the Eastern Cape people. And you will also remember that no other team has won this competition when they were participating in the Eastern Cape Super 14. So for us, it's always a blessing to have this competition yearly and in part of our annual calendar in the beginning of the year. The success it brought with your players like Mazola, Mapimpi that came through the ranks, and that is the highest that this tournament can deliver by bringing Springboks to South Africa.
All right. The past 2 years have not been easy for the tournament. what have been some of the challenges you faced as the tournament, and how did you overcome those challenges? You will recall that there were some clubs that were hesitant to join the tournament. Can you tell us about those challenges?
Well, you will also again recall that in 2021, just after COVID, this tournament had a sponsor that was supposed to come on board, and a lot of promises were made to clubs, and these promises never came through in 2023 for clubs, and a lot of outstanding monies and issues were the biggest hiccup for us at that time. And for our clubs to participate in that competition in 2023, let me say it started 2022, 2023, when things looked like it's not going the way that we wanted it to go. But the biggest problem was 2023, when clubs decided that they had enough, and we had to convince clubs to participate in the Super 14, and the unions took that upon themselves as well. But having said that, clubs is the passion. It's the passion of Eastern Cape Rugby, and they bring a lot to our rugby communities. So for us to have this conversation about our clubs is very fruitful for us tonight. Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. So I think everyone wants to know right now. Are clubs going to be paid this year?
Well, I can confirm to you, Lebo, that the clubs was paid fees of 2024. That was paid through both unions. Clubs were paid the first tranches of participation fee, transport fee in week 1 when we started the 2025 competition.
Okay, we are going to take a short break. We are going to be back with the conversation. We are here with Mr. Richard Jordaan, the tournament director of the Eastern Cape Super 14 tournament. We're just going to take a short break. We'll be back just now. We are going back. Right. Welcome again to this broadcast. We just had an ad break. We had a technical glitch that we needed to fix there. But we are back with Mr. Richard Jordaan, the tournament director of the Eastern Cape Super 14 Rugby Tournament. And we are talking about the most exciting and most competitive club rugby competition in the country. Where before we went to the ad break, we were talking about the challenges that the tournament has had in the past 2 years. Monies of clubs not being paid. Mr. Jordaan has told us that monies from 2024 have been paid, medics have been paid, everyone has been paid, and also for this year, everyone is going to be paid. Is that correct, Mr. Jordaan?
That is correct, Lebo. So everyone has been paid already. It's only now for the for the semi-finals and finals that we need to procure payments. Yes.
All right. This year's tournament has started with a bang. What do you think contributed to this?
I think it was the fact that clubs waited for this tournament to start. And when it started, players and clubs were eager to get onto the field. And I think that is why this tournament has started with this bang. And you will see there is this club called Fort Beaufort United that is causing a stir in the ranks of Eastern Cape Rugby.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to that. I'm gonna come to that. 4 new teams joined the tournament this year. Jopetina, Central from Grafrede, United Barbarians from Betensi, and also Fort Beaufort United. How has expanding into new areas helped the tournament grow?
Look, it's a mandate from Eastern Province Rugby and Border to grow the game in rural areas. And as you can see, the areas that you have mentioned, it's really rural. And the likes of your Sarah Bartman is coming through. So that is where we are. And these clubs and communities are happy to see that this prestigious tournament is coming to their towns.
All right. And now, Fort Beaufort United entered this tournament as a wild card. But they've made it to the semi-finals. They've taken the tournament by storm. What do you want to say about the depth of the tournament? When you see clubs like Fort Beaufort United, do you feel like you've achieved what the tournament stands for?
Look, there is this saying that the old people say, if you can't beat them, join them. And this is what Fort Beaufort United has done. They've come and they took the kitchen sink and they threw it at police and swallows. So they've done that, and this is just a small step in the right direction for us as Super 14, as Eastern Cape Super 14, and it will just grow. It will grow. This game will grow, and this province rugby will grow.
All right. There is a bit of a confusion around the venue of the final match. Can you give us clarity on how the venue of the final match will be decided?
Well, so you will remember in the competition rules, it is clearly stated that the steering committee has got the final say in terms of the finals, where the finals will be held. There is conversation around where the finals will be held, but there is alternatives as well, because we have to look at the alternatives in terms of who will be playing in the final. So we can't predict the final. So once we know where it is on Sunday, we will make an announcement on Sunday as to where the final will be held.
Right. Are you not worried about unbecoming behaviors, violence at the final?
No, I don't think there will be unbecoming violence in it, because remember, we will put strategic measures in place as a steering committee through collaboration with all the necessary departments, your police, your traffic. So there will always be those kind of measures in place when it comes to finals.
Right. That is good to hear. Now, as this steering committee, what are your plans to take this tournament to new heights?
Lebo, let me start by saying that the current steering committee is a young and vibrant team, which is also led by some senior officials that has been in the rugby structures for a long time. But let me assure you that the first thing we want to do is this vibrant and young team, is that we want to make sure that we get this 2025 edition finish, go back, review the competition, and then put our plans together as EPRU and border with the resources of the department.
Right. Right. You were a Harlequins player yourself. How do you feel about the exclusions, about the exclusion and the withdrawal of your former team and other three top EPRU teams from this tournament?
I don't know where you get your information from, but you are correct that I a former Harlequins player, but I played for a previous club before that. Yes, Lebo, it's for Harlequins not to participate. It's a decision for them as well as the decision of the other two clubs. They took that decision, and we have to accept that decision, that what they have taken. But I can also say the presence of those three clubs, yes, we can see that they are not there, and the impact that they would have done for this tournament, especially our finalist of last year, Cresfontaine, a former champion in PE Harlequins, a former four-time champion or in Gardens Rugby Club. So it's massive if you look at the caliber of those three clubs that is not participating this year.
All right. We are going into the semi-finals this weekend. For the first time, these unions are mixing. How is the atmosphere? Yes, how is the atmosphere around the preparations of the semi-finals?
Look, it's our second year playing in conferences, so it's something new for us. But the competition remains Super 14. This weekend, I think the excitement is building, especially in Alexandria, a small town on your way to East London. So that excitement there, I can tell you now, that community will come out and support their team. I know the team of Fort Beaufort United will come out. Traveling supporters will come and support Oliver Zondo and his team. So yeah, excitement will be there, and also in Cresfontaine, your former champions, back-to-back champions, Progress. The people will come out and support already below. And then Old Selbornians, the old guards, they will come out. I don't know if how many will travel, but the excitement for the weekend is coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Now, before we close, any last words to the players, any last words to the fans, any last words to the coaches before this massive weekend?
Lebo, I firstly like to congratulate all 4 teams for progressing to the semi-finals. it's been a tough road. Making sure that everybody is satisfied, everybody is happy. Us as the steering committee with the executive of the Eastern Cape Rugby has made sure that this prestigious tournament has taken place, and we will deliver a spectacle coming this weekend. All that we ask of the teams is to bear with us in terms of making sure that all necessary documents and protocols and is done in a way that we want this to be run. But please bear with us as the steering committee. We will make sure that we deliver a better product come 2026.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard, for joining us for this conversation. You had it yourself. This is going to be a weekend of spectacles and spectacles. And do catch the game of Trying Stars versus Fort Beaufort United live here on OurNews, and also the final next week, Saturday, the 15th of March. At I hope it's 3:30 as usual, but we're also going to be broadcasting it live here on OurNews. So thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Jordaan.
Thank you very much, Lebo, and enjoy your evening.
All right, thank you so much.
Enjoy.
All right, thank you so much. We will see you next time. Bye.